Okay, so we're recording, Ailyn. So for your part B, experiencing the arts as an audience member, what did you see? What did you watch?
Well, I watched High School Musical 1.
Okay, and where did you watch it and how did you watch it?
I watched it at home, and High School Musical 1 is a movie, and I watched it at home on my laptop.
Fantastic. Can you just give me an idea of why you watched it on your laptop and not going to the cinema?
Well, first of all, because of COVID.
Yeah.
So we can't go, and second of all, because I feel nice and cozy at home.
Yeah. Ed and I, you've just joined us. We're just doing a little recorded discussion for Ailyn's part B. So if you just hold tight for a second, we'll come back to you in a sec. Is that all right?
Yep.
Great. Okay, so Ailyn, could you just tell us about the film then? You know, what's it, in a nutshell, what's it about?
So it's basically about these two characters. Well, the actors are Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, I think is how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
And their characters' name are Troy Bolton and Gabriella Montez, and they meet at this holiday like karaoke party at Christmas, I think, or New Year. And so they meet, and because they have to sing the karaoke together,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't really know each other. And then it turns out that Gabriella starts going to Troy's school because her mum moves around a lot, so they become a bit closer there. And then so they try out for the musical, and like Sharpay, she's jealous because she can tell that Troy likes Gabriella, so she tries to stop them being in the play because she knows that they will get closer.
Okay, and what's the best bit about the film, do you think?
I guess the best bit about the film was that, like, no matter what, even though Sharpay tried to like break them up a lot, they never really fell for it, and they just ignored it. But but the thing is though, Troy, he didn't really realize what Sharpay was doing, but I think Gabriella did.
So would you say that the thing that you quite liked about this film is the storytelling?
Yeah.
So the way in which the story was kind of crafted to make us watch it, like it's quite engaging. Did you find it was an engaging story?
Yeah, really engaging.
What about the performance of the actors? What do you think about that? Like, can you give us a comment on what you thought about them as actors?
Yeah, I thought that they were really good actors because even because like they could, first of all, you could tell how they were feeling, and you could also tell, like, for example, what was happening if they were having an argument or if they weren't talking to each other or something, just by the actor's attitude.
That's a really good point, and that's really really something that we need when we're watching a film, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And by the sounds of it, it's got quite a lot of different art forms in it. So what when you're watching this film, what sort of art forms are involved?
Well, because it's called High School Musical, I think we already know by that there's a lot of singing and dancing and music and acting. And then there's a bit of songwriting in the film because like it's actually like included in the film as part of the script, because there's this one character who she loves songwriting and composing. And there's obviously a lot of like, well, there's filming because it's a movie, and then there's lights because they're always performing. And there's not really, I guess, but not really. And then there's costumes, hair, and makeup.
Yeah, so a lot of elements going into making a film, particularly a musical film, because you've got all that music side of things. You've got the singing, you've got the recording element. It's quite challenging, quite challenging. And then finally, what do you think could be done better about the film? Was there anything that you were missing, you missed from it, or you thought, that left me a bit? What do you think?
Well, one of the things I think they could have added was more like singing scenes with Gabriella and Troy, because there weren't a lot of scenes with them together. And also another thing is that I think that maybe they couldn't. Another thing they could have added to put a bit of drama is not to make it so lovey-dovey. Well, not lovey-dovey, but like it's kind of like in a movie you can tell that like that they're too really nice to each other. I feel like too nice. There's not really that kind of balance in between like nice and rude. There's that one balance that is just perfect. But no, I think they're both really too nice.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it, when sometimes things can be like overacted as well, like where things are a bit kind of, oh, would that really happen in real life? Would she actually say that? Kind of which is sometimes fun to watch, because we want sometimes things that aren't really real, but sometimes we want a bit more like of an authentic portrayal of the characters and what they would actually do in real life. But yeah, and on the whole, would you prefer to watch this film in the cinema or here at home?
I think at home, because I guess it can be really cozy and you can talk about it if you feel like, for example, there's something you don't like, you can just tell someone. And also, like, for example, because sometimes people, for example, they like, I don't know why, but some people, they scream and like their screams when someone's doing something wrong. So for example, at home you could probably do that.
Yeah, exactly. That is a very good point. I must say, I think I prefer watching films at the cinema personally. I don't know about Ailyn, just because
I prefer them watching films at the cinema, but I feel like this specific film should be
certain films are really good just being at home. I get that. Well done. Okay, thank you very much. I might try and watch it at some point. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Ailyn. We're going to stop recording.